Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm your host, Tim Lampley. I'd like to welcome to the show Rachel Laquier, the Community Development Director for the City of Maplewood. Laquier, is that French?
No. Yes, it's French.
That's your given name,
It means
right?
the one who takes the reins. Yeah.
You had 15,000 people come out to this initiative called Let Them Eat Art last year.
Yes, we were very lucky.
That's a lot of
It
folks.
was a lot. We had a lot to offer. We have over 80 venues. Last year we had over 50 artists.
So explain this event. That's
what
we really need to do.
The event is basically, it's a self-guided tour. So just come to downtown Maplewood and we offer live art demonstrations. There's food sold street side by our food purveyors. There's chocolate, pie, donuts from Strange Donuts, chocolate from Cacao Chocolate, and also Home Wine Kitchen, which is an award-winning restaurant, Achero, Boogaloo. Some of those restaurants, they also offer food that you can buy as you're walking down the street. There are going to be over 15 live music performances. We have entertainers. We have the St. Louis Hoop Club. They do live demonstrations. They roam around the event, so you may run into them at one point and then see them again later. They're going to do a fire show with fire hoops. So it just changes throughout the event. I mean, just every time you turn the corner, you're going to find something different. We have circus acts. We have a busker. Just goes on and on.
This is 9 years in running.
Yes.
What are you doing different this year that you didn't do last?
We change it just a little bit every year. If you don't offer something different, people start to get bored. Oh my gosh, this is the same thing I was here for last year. What I think we're really focusing on this year is accommodating all the families that have started to come to Let Them Eat Art. That was something that we were surprised about. The event starts at 6 o'clock on a Friday evening. We didn't necessarily expect to see children and families. And, you know, I mean, late night, we actually have burlesque too. I didn't mention that. So after 10 o'clock, so hopefully the kids are in bed. But
for the adults only.
For the adults
folks.
only, yes.
For the adults only.
So we actually set up our Sutton Loop, which is a newly developed park in Maplewood. It's 2 blocks south of Manchester, and that's going to be all for children. There's going to be music that I think both the grown-ups and the children will like. We have Sarah Bollinger and the B-Sides and also the Down Home Blues Band.
And we want to talk a little bit more about the children in our second segment, but I want to go back to the fact that this was your brainchild 9 years ago.
Well, I was really lucky.
And
one of our Maplewood residents came to see me and said they really wanted to see a progressive art show in our downtown area, and I was like, that's a great idea. So I got some of the businesses together and we looked at our calendars, and this has more to do with my heritage than Maplewood's heritage. Bastille Day was the first weekend that we all had that we could work together. So we set up that event. We had about 600 people come. We had some people submit art that they had created that was Maplewood themed. It was a really lovely event. We said, we have to keep doing this. And each year it just grew and grew.
And only Maplewood themed initially.
Initially, and then we decided that we couldn't keep doing that every year. That's, you know, I think the key to any event you're gonna go to around the city, you'll find changes every year. If you don't change the event, people don't wanna come back. So each year we started adding different things that we thought would be fun.
So you expanded it to regional
We had costume contests. We extended it to regional artists, regional musicians, and regional entertainers. And that we really try to focus on people who are doing unique things, like the St. Louis Hoop Club. They were just developing as a club, and I saw them at City Museum, and I loved what they were doing, so I invited them to come to the event.
And where did the title come from?
Let Them Eat Art was kind of a roundtable discussion. What do we call this event? And one of our business owners, Jay Schober, owner of Maya Cafe, said, "Oh, it's the Bastille Day. Let's call it Let Them Eat Art," and just a play on Marie Antoinette's Let Them Eat Cake.
And what surprised you most about how successful this has become?
It surprised me in that.
Let me rephrase that. Did it surprise you that it had become so successful?
Yeah, it did. Actually, like, you really caught me off guard with that question, but it's true. It did. You know, one, it's in July. You never know what the weather is going to be like. It's a rain or shine event, so whether or not it's raining or not, we'll be there. And people can come later in the evening if you don't like the heat. Come later. We're there till 11 o'clock. It's a great time to just walk around and enjoy a summer evening in St. Louis. But what also surprised me was not just the success based on the number of guests that come from outside the region. We've had people that come from Wildwood, Chesterfield, from Illinois, and they let us know where they're from. It's great. We love that. But what surprised me is how many of the Maplewood businesses have also gotten involved with this. In the beginning, you're telling people, I'm going to run this event, we're going to have this great thing, and they're like, right.
Well, hold that thought. We're going to continue to talk a little bit more. When we return, we'll
Okay.
talk more about the city of Maplewood's tribute to Bastille Day. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.